Questions for reflection. In today's first reading from the book of Sirach, we are directed to cultivate the virtue of humility, especially if we become great in the eyes of this world. We live in a culture where success all too often leads to the root of every sin, pride. It also leads to idolatry. Often we regard the wealthy with awe, but this is actually backwards. All talent and all wealth belongs to God, and the fact that a person is wealthy does not mean he or she is going to succeed in what really matters in life. What do we do with that wealth? To whom do we attribute it? Those who hoard wealth or abuse others to, quote, succeed in the eyes of this world, all too often lose their own soul. But a patient and humble servant, one who navigates life carefully, with an eye toward God and their ear attuned to His word, will not fall, but find their way up the narrow path to salvation. Our responsorial psalm invites us to rejoice that God protects and guides the humble. Those who think themselves great hear God's commands and they resist and rebel. How dare God tell them how to be? Yet the humble welcome God's word and recognize that God is the one who knows the way. Let us take a moment to consider, are we allowing God to guide us? In the gospel appointed for today, we see Jesus teaching a profound lesson on humility. He explains that a wise guest takes the lowest seat, so they may be invited up to take a seat of honor. This is an invitation for us to consider how we interact with others. Do we assume an air of self-importance? For example, do we make demands of our co-workers? Do we snap orders to our server when we dine out? Do we treat others with contempt? This is a dangerous way to be, for God favors the humble, and we are occupying a seat reserved not for us, but for the Lord. Let us take time to consider how we interact with others, especially the least among us, the poor, the crippled, the defenseless. Do we allow them a place of honor, or are we pushing past them to steal it for ourselves?